Here with one of the newest Saints, Latavius Murray, running back. Latavius, first obvious question, why the Saints?
I think, when you look at the success that they've had over the years, how close they've been, and, me being in Minnesota, playing them 3 times in the past 2 years and, seeing what they're capable of doing, I think it was a no-brainer.
You're running back, obviously. You're listed 6'3", 230. Describe your running style for us.
I'm a downhill runner, one cut and go. I try not to do too much dancing, and I like to think I have a nose for the end zone, and I know how to protect the quarterback and catch the ball when it's thrown to me. So I think when you can do all those things, you're able to have success at my position.
Have you been able to study this offense? I know the last couple of years, obviously, there have been some historic numbers out of that backfield, but how enticing were those kinds of things for you?
Yeah, I just think, Coach Payton, put those guys in a lot of different positions to go out there and be successful, and I think that's what it's about, allowing the players to be able to go out there and do what they do best. And as an offensive player, you got to love that. And so it's a very explosive offense. So to come in and join and be a part of that and help any way I can, I'm looking forward to it.
You've played with some quarterbacks of note, obviously. I think Derek Carr in Oakland. Now you come from Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, and now here to Drew Brees. What are your thoughts on playing with a guy who's a lock Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing to play along a guy who's going to be in a gold jacket one day. Is something I never even imagined, to be honest. And so looking forward to getting to know him, learn from him, and watch him every day and witness why he's great.
This team has a unique locker room vibe. Did you get a sense of it from afar? I know it's kind of difficult being on another team, knowing how another team's locker room operates, but it seemed to be pretty unique. Did you get a feel for the vibe in this locker room?
I got a feel for it because I followed Mark Ingram on Snapchat and on Instagram, and so I seen all the fun stories, all the live videos, Teddy as well. So I was sitting back watching. And definitely appreciating, that tight-knit group that they had in the locker room, and it was cool to see.
Yeah, now, speaking of Mark, obviously you're not, coming in to be another Mark Ingram or necessarily replace a Mark Ingram, but, there is a void that's going to be filled, and he's the guy that happens to be the guy who's on his way out or the guy who's already gone now. Is that an extra pressure for you?
No, not pressure at all. Mark did a lot of great things in this uniform. I told him that, congratulated him, and told him I will need his help as I'm, getting to know this city, getting to know this group, and making an identity of my own here in New Orleans. So for me, it's about being who I am, no matter where I am, and bringing to this team what I can bring.
You've seen this team, as you mentioned, 3 times in the last 2 seasons, then saw them a year before that with Oakland.
Yeah.
Is this, in your mind, a Super Bowl caliber team?
Without a doubt. And to be honest, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think that. And so I know it's a long way from that, but I'm looking forward to going to work with these guys, putting that time in so we can go out there and do what we want to do.